Yeah, hi there, it's Nick Dutch back again. You know, talking to you. My time is like really taken up these days. There was a time when I was like just getting on with my work and that was it because like, you know, I had to. And then I thought like this is like not good. My revenue was going up, so I could afford to start going out more. So I joined a few things. Now I've joined everything, and so I'm like going out really rather a lot. And I got this like really rather complex life, which is brilliant. But right now, I'm back to work, which is good. I had a wonderful morning today. There was this thing for the bishop because the local bishop of the diocese was like buggering off, and so there was this like big sort of like service for him, and there was like things happening and places to go for coffee and music and little crafts things for kids. It was all really rather cute and kind of like made me feel I'm part of something bigger, so I really rather enjoyed that. And then of course the afternoon came, made myself a nice healthy vegetarian lunch because I went out last night to a restaurant which was brilliant, and I actually had good quantity of meat because I still have meat, but just not all the time, if you know what I mean. And now what I'm doing is I'm on eBay and I'm searching out for some monster makeup because I had this like vision of me like when Halloween would come and I would like suddenly appear, you know, as like some fantasy character with like blood dripping all over the place and maybe like a dislocated limb growing out of my forehead or something crazy like that. I didn't know. I was just thought it would be really rather cool to do that because I haven't done that yet. Alright, I mean, using monster makeup and fantasy makeup and the rest of it seems like a really rather cool thing to do. I'm looking on eBay right now and it says here realistic fake blood vampire, and the bottle says vampire blood. Okay, so it's fake vampire blood. I don't really need to tell anyone what is wrong with the use of words there. Just like crazy stuff. There's some pretty cool effects out there. Just a question of which particular ones I wanted to do. I mean, like, check out this one. Alright? There. That woman right there. I mean, what if I did something like that? Oh. Can you imagine how cool that would be? But I don't really have that much in the way of skills of like applying the makeup because some of these things they look amazing. If I go back up to the one I saw earlier on that was like skull like, oh, where is it now? Where is it now? Where is it now? Oh, indeed, just like this one here. Now that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty awesome if you think about it. But, you know, do I have the artistic skills to make all the dribbles of blood actually look realistic? And of course, like making the eye socket quite unpleasant. And of course, can I really handle painting something on my eyelid? Alright, because I've got a few personal issues that might get in the way of me doing this for you guys. And one of them is I can't stand things touching my eyes, and I can't stand things touching my neck. So for me to have like a line of like, you know, a gash mark across the neck with like scar tissue, fake scar tissue and fake blood kind of, you know, coming on down there, it might not necessarily be all that comfortable for me. I was thinking of doing a zip face effect because I'd seen that on YouTube last Halloween, and I thought to myself, should I give that a go? I'm still basically very undecided as to what kind of monster I'm going to turn into when Halloween comes. And of course what kind of makeup I'm going to wear when Halloween comes as well, which is of course a different issue altogether. But the quantity and quality of effects, like just like your average Joe. I mean, this isn't like necessarily there for movie makers. I mean, this one here, check it out, right? That. Now that's great, but the question is, do you have the skill to do all the shading to actually make these, you know, fake sticking out bits of bone actually look like you got fake sticking out bits of bone, and to get the nose looking just right? And of course for me that would be very difficult because I know it's a bit of a, you know, obviously you people haven't realised it, but I do actually have a rather pronounced nose. So would I still be able to make it look like I've got a broken nose when my nose is sticking out rather a lot? Probably not. Unless of course I just keep my face rigidly pointing at the camera, which might look a bit wooden when it comes to performance style. So all these little things got to be taken into account as far as like what I'm going to eventually look like. I was actually even thinking of, you know, if I could handle doing one video, maybe I'd even do a series of videos based upon me looking strange and different, trying on various different monster makeups. But that itself has got its own problems, because the time, the quantity of effort and all the rest of it that goes into you know, doing that, as well as of course getting on with my work, having my complex and rather busy social life at the moment, and making sure it all like fits. So I'm still very undecided as to what the fuck I'm gonna look like, but it would be cool. But like, I'm just a big kid when it comes to some things. I mean, just glow in the dark fangs. I mean, come on. Is that like one of the coolest things you've ever seen in your entire life? I just think that's great. But the problem is, like, you got to charge them up under a light bulb if it's the standard glow in the dark thing, which I'm used to and know about, unless of course the technology has changed since then, which would mean I'd have to like shove a light bulb right close to my mouth and get them all charged up, and then sort of dim the lights, and then of course will it show up on camera. It might be incredibly cool, but you know, that's the question and issue. Well, I've had a few suggestions, you know, werewolves, vampires, and all that kind of stuff, but I actually did something like that before. Okay, that's obviously looks crazy, but I was a really disturbed youngster when I was a kid, and I had a copy of the Lesser Key of Solomon, which had a section on how to disguise yourself, and it mentioned like using egg whites to create, you know, fake, you know, flesh accidents and the rest of that, and powdered sulfur to look basically like a scar of some type, and with yellowing jaundiced skin. And I did that. I made my own makeup for this one Halloween event, and my friend said to me, "Hey Nick, have you just shoved your face in a pizza or something?" Because people could see I was using food products. Alright, obviously these days with like petrochemicals and all that wonderful stuff that we shouldn't be using because it's all like, you know, petrochemicals, things are a lot better and easier. But, you know, WTF. So, I mean, this one's quite a cool effect as well, you know. Nice young lady with vampire fangs in her neck. But of course, that goes well with the whole vampire thing. Vampires bite girls. Would it necessarily look good if I was doing it as a boy? No, that wouldn't quite go with the whole thing. But I might just like have some vampire fang marks on my cheek just to look insane. I mean, the whole point of Halloween is just to fucking look insane anyway, no matter what. Look weird. And that's one of the most appealing things about the season. You know, you can't be too anti-Halloween because it's just a laugh. It's just a complete cool laugh. But you know, what else am I going to have to buy? I'm going to have to get you know, various stuff to remove makeup as well as put stuff on. So the last thing I want to do is to go to bed looking like a vampire or a zombie, and then wake up the next day and, you know, and the postman comes, "Hi, how's it going?" Basically, it wouldn't quite go according to plan. Either way, chill out, relax, look forward to the scary season. This is the 20th of September today, okay? So we're on the cusp of the actual equinox, okay, autumnal equinox. This is the time when everything changes and it all starts to get like darker in the evening. So I'm going to set up my projector screen so I can have my own indoor cinema thing going on. It's going to be wicked. Anyway, keep cool, chill out, relax. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Don't go to Castle Dracula. Don't go to Castle Dracula unless you think it's going to be a real cool laugh. Yeah. Or not, as the case may be. Drink your tea and shut up.